Thinking of selling your house, but not sure on your pricing strategy? This video is for homeowners and realtors. Stay tuned. One word that is bouncing around the real estate world as of late has been shift. We are in a shifting market. Fact is, we are always in a shifting market, and today I want to talk to you about pricing your house correctly in this type of market. Now, I am fortunate to be with a real estate company that has literally written the playbook on how to survive and thrive through tough times. This book right here, Shift, was actually written by our company CEO, Gary Keller, Jenks, and Jay Papasan. It was written actually at a time that the real estate market was not doing well, and many of you may actually remember those times. This book covers 12 tactics that we use to tackle tough times, and the beauty of this book is that no matter where it says real estate, you can actually just change it to whatever other industry, and it will likely still apply to that business. Therefore, if you also happen to be a business owner watching this video, I recommend that you pick up the book and read it because it's going to be very valuable to you. So let's get right into tactic number 7, price ahead of the market, seller pricing strategies. Now, I want to start off by reading directly from the book on page 135, if you have it. This isn't rocket science. When the market shifts, first buyers and then sellers become overly guarded and set in motion another intriguing game of the price is right. In this version, instead of guessing there's no top, buyers now predict that there's no bottom ceiling. When previously they were aggressively pushing prices forward, now they're equally aggressive in trying to pull them back. The truth is the market remains full of people who generally want to buy and sell. The question is, at what price? In this market, and really in any market, what we are looking for is the motivated few that want to buy your house. And regardless of the market that we are in, that buyer does exist. The next thing that we want to do is discuss the window of opportunity. Now I will read from you from the book on page 137. The window of opportunity. It says here, the concept of window of opportunity, this phenomenon means that when a home first comes on the market, it attracts attention from those agents who are currently working with motivated buyers or those agents who are motivated by the price to go find one. Now, if any agent or their buyer believes that the house is poorly priced, it loses its opportunity and doesn't draw their attention. Basically, it gets written off from the beginning. Once this happened, it isn't easy to get those agents or buyers back, even with a series of price reductions or home improvements. You see, if we miss this window by not pricing the home correctly, not only will your days on market go up higher and higher, but the longer we stay on the market, the longer you will have your carrying costs, the more price reductions you're going to end up having to do, and ultimately the less that you're going to end up being able to sell the house for. One thing that we have to understand is that the direction that the market is going and the speed at which it's moving will help determine the pricing strategy. And our goal is not to chase the market, but to let the market chase you. So to help illustrate this, what I want to do is use a chart that's similar to the one that you're going to find on page 147 of this book. It's called the cost of overpricing in a shifted market. So let's go ahead and we're going to go to the board so I can help illustrate that for you. All right, guys, so we're here now at the board where I want to help really illustrate the whole concept of not overpricing your property in a shifting market. And really what I want to show you here is what happens when you do overprice the home so that you don't do this to yourself, okay? So on this chart here, so on the left side here, what we have here is the price of the home. And just so you guys know, this is all just examples right now as far as the numbers that I'm utilizing. So on the left side, we got price of house. On the bottom here, we have time on market. So those are the days. So I've referenced a few of them already, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. That's the window that we're really gonna focus on right now. And then the red line that you see here declining, that's the market. And of course, we don't know, is it this aggressively? Is it gonna be a little bit more stable and then come down? That's the part we don't know. And what's also questionable is what is the low point, right? Usually by the time we've realized it's at the lowest point, it's creeping right back up because that's what the markets do. They go up and they come back down. And to be honest, it's kind of that time, right? It's been what, 05, 06 when the market went down, and it's been just creeping up from there. And you know, it's time that we saw something like this happen. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna illustrate something for you. So I got this green dot here, and what that's representing is what fair market price is today. So we're day zero, we're about to put the home on the market. Fair price is $400,000 for your house, hypothetically. Now let's assume, you know, you've put probably a ton of work into your house, and you know, you're hoping to maybe try to get the most you can out of it, and maybe get some of that money that you've put into the home. So you want to start off a little bit higher, right? A little bit higher than maybe what your agent recommended. So let's just hypothetically say here, you decide to list your house at $500,000 because you really want to try to get everything you've put into the home and what you purchased it for back. So right now we're starting off at $100,000 over what the market value is. So what we're going to do is now we're going to say that's our initial list price. So we got price. It's going to be your initial price. Now what's going to happen is in 30 days, either you had a bunch of showings and no offers, or you had no showings with obviously no offers, or you know, maybe you did have an offer but it wasn't acceptable to you at that time. So naturally what's going to happen is you're going to be 30 days in, and what's going to happen is you're going to have a conversation with your agent about an improvement in your price. So let's just hypothetically say we decide to bring the price down of the house, halfway. So let's say we go down to $450. So we're in between now, so we slash our price in half. We're now at $450, and we're going to do that for the next 30 days. So that's our price improvement. So one thing I want to acknowledge before I continue, earlier we were talking about that window of opportunity. That's this space right here. That space right there is where buyers and agents potentially didn't go to your house to view it because they felt, again, that the value was $400 and we were at $500,000. So that's your window of opportunity that was missed. Now, by doing this price improvement at $450, we're 30 days in. Yes, we are now at a better price point than what we started at. Hypothetically, though, the market has also moved. So all we did was chase the market down. So where you're originally, let's say you were at $400,000. Now let's say now the home is worth $350,000. We still, from $450 to $350, we still have a $100,000 gap, which really did not change our position from when we currently started this sale. So what's going to happen is now we're going from day 30 to day 60. Same thing's happening. Either we're getting showings or we're getting no showings. We might be getting some offers. Maybe we're not happy with that offer. So your agent comes back to you and has another conversation with you about the market and what it's doing. So what do? We make another improvement in price on day 60. Now here, we're gonna, let's say we're at $450 now, and you know what? Jordas, go down to $375. Okay, so $375 will put us somewhere here. So if we chase that over, it's right about here. So we're gonna adjust for the next 30 days, and we're gonna do another price improvement to $375. Same effect though. The market also moved. So if the market changes and the market went down to $325, now I understand this might be a little bit dramatic gap. Could it happen? Absolutely. Could it be less? Maybe. We don't know yet. So this is just again an example to illustrate it for you. So we've done another price improvement. We've gone to $375, yet the market adjusted as well. So now we still have a gap right here, and we're looking at what, a $50,000 gap in price. So what's gonna happen? We're still overpriced over the competition. Now, of course, I can do this again, and I think you get the point of where we're taking this is that, let's say if eventually we decide, okay, really, Jordas, 90 days, I gotta get this home sold. You only have two decisions to make. Either you have to take a very aggressive price reduction to get it sold, or you're gonna put it somewhere in the middle and therefore causing you more time on market to eventually catch up with whatever the market price is. So here's what happens. We could have priced it correctly on day one and sold it at $400,000. By choosing to go this route and overpricing and chasing the market instead, now we're potentially selling it at $300,000, netting $100,000 less than if we would have just priced it correctly at the beginning. So again, I really hope that this example here really helps illustrate the fact of, pricing it correctly up front is important so that ultimately you can net the most money. That's important, right? You can sell it hopefully in the quickest, shortest amount of time. That way you can move on with your plans, whatever they are, whether it's relocating, moving up in home size, or maybe you're stepping down and getting a smaller home. So hopefully that helps. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. My hope is that with this video, you got a better understanding of pricing your house correctly and why it's important that you do it at the beginning so that you can sell at the best possible price in today's market. If you have any questions about the book, the real estate market, or you need to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, please reach out. The contact information is going to show up here on the screen. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.